Right, so I haven't seen Match of the Day and I haven't seen any of the YouTube content from today's game where we were away at Luton Town. But I want to point something out, and this is straight up. Alright. So, today we got beat by 1 goal. And what people aren't taking into consideration is this. We don't have our regular first team players. We are playing with a bare bones squad. And some of those who were playing today were not putting in the performance they should be putting in. So, I could understand the frustrations of fans if, we were beaten, 4-5-0, but that wasn't the case. Now, I had a good sense that today it was going to be 4 or maybe 5 to Newcastle, but I got it wrong. Now, one of the things is this, right? Yes, we have came out of the Champions League. Yes, that's true. The same reason that we came out of the Champions League is evident today. Our players are knackered because we have a quick turnaround from the one game to the next game. We're not getting the rest, and because we have so many injuries within our squad, we can't interchange. So the same 11 are having to go out and perform match after match. Now, we are approaching that beautiful time of the year, i.e. January, where we can replenish the ranks. And as I've said quite a few times, whether we get the players from, what most people have said, from Saudi Arabia, from the Pro League over there, or whether we dip our toe into the European market, we need players. Now that means the ones who are in our squad currently who are not performing, they are going to have to be given the nudge to say it's time you moved on. Because our club needs to stay within the top 10. We are still 7th tonight, and I believe that Newcastle United will push on. Now, we have Nottingham Forest in our next game, which is Boxing Day, and then we are away at Liverpool, where I believe we have to go out there, pull our socks up and get the points. Now, most people turn around and say that our away form is abysmal. Well, when you're on the bare bones, that's what you're going to get. Which is why, come January, I would expect Newcastle United to go into the transfer market and to get players fit for the job. One thing you've got to remember, out of our 25-man squad, one player, which is Sandro Tonali, we can't use him until next season. So he was shot straight out of the cannon. But we have 14 players who are injured currently. Now, those who are playing today and those who will be playing on Boxing Day, it's time to roll up your sleeves and put in a shift. And for everybody who's whinging and moaning on, calm down, because we're still tonight in 7th, which is a lot better than what we had a long time ago. The Premier League is the hardest league on planet Earth, and we all know that. But just remember, we're not 10th or 11th, we're 7th. And I believe the times will come back to Newcastle where we will have our first 11 back again, and where we will be playing home and away and scoring. It's just at the moment we are totally racked with injuries and players who maybe they are just absolutely knackered. So we've got to give our backing to our players during these times, because it isn't always about winning by 4 or 5 goals or more. We're going to have defeats, especially when you have players out injured. Now, hopefully, come January, I hope to be coming up for home games at St James's Park, depending on whether or not the club get rid of this ballot system, because the ballot system is stopping us at this moment in time. I think the club needs to go back to first come first served, and then I can get back up to St James's Park along with many others who can't even get in at the moment, because there are some on YouTube who struggle to get in. So the thing is, as we move forward, we dust ourselves down from today, we move forward. Our next game is with Forest, and we pick ourselves up and we try to get the 3 points and then move on to the next game. Seen so much going on about Newcastle at the end of the day. When you have injuries, there is not a lot you can do apart from your best. And because we're playing every few days, well, this is the result. And I still believe nothing will change that come January we will have an influx of new players, and those players will accelerate us into the top 4 and beyond. That's my thinking, and unless there's an absolute disaster happens between now and the end of January, where we start sliding, then my belief is firm. I believe at the end of the day we can break into the top 5 and then we move from the top 5 towards the top. So that is my opinion, and we shall see what happens on Boxing Day, because that's the next game. So thanks very much for watching, and as I say in my earlier video, I haven't watched the match. This is just after I was watching Evermore and some of the reactions to what happened today. Well, you know, we only got beat by the 1 goal today, and it wasn't as if Luton absolutely thrashed us. So this is my reaction to what I saw on Evermore. So thanks very much for taking the time to watch. More content on the way. So thanks very much. See you all on the next one.